penghinaan warga
tahun tahun
Endangered species in Malaysia protected region are seriously threatened by poaching. Activities that harm the ecosystem raise the possibility of injured species extinction and upset the natural equilibrium are threatening Malaysia protected area biodiversity and natural beauty. In this regard, maintaining the sustainability of both the Malaysia environment and the life cycle of endangered species requires a thorough understanding of the effect of poaching and the conservation of endangered species. Poaching and the wildlife threat geoparadise conservation effort and raise the possibility of extinction for already vulnerable species in the middle of the protected zone landscape. Recognizing the disabilities of wildlife poaching and how it affects.
Malaysia is a country that is rich in wildlife and has many diverse ranges of animals. However, most of the Malaysian wildlife is under the threat. Currently, there are many endangered animals in Malaysia. For example, Malayan tiger, Malayan tapir, Bornean orangutan, Bornean pygmy elephant and proboscis monkey. Their population has been declined and decreased through the years. Human activity is the most common factor when it comes to species decline. Human activities like poaching, exploitation, hunting and overharvesting have led to a decline in wild habitats and animals. Malayan tiger. Malayan tiger is an endangered tiger subspecies that is found only in peninsular Malaysia. The Malayan tiger is now on the verge of extinction. Less than 200 individuals are left in the wild and sharply declining. One of the primary drivers of the Malayan tiger's decline is poaching. The illegal wildlife trade has targeted the Malayan tiger for their bones, meat and skin. Malayan tapir. Malayan tapir can be found in the wild mainly in Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand and Myanmar, where the climate favors their ecological needs. According to the International Union of Conservation for Nature (IUCN) Red List, there are approximately 1,300 to 1,700 individuals in Malaysia. Overall, Malayan tapirs are currently classified as endangered and their numbers continue to decrease. Because their reproduction rate is much slower than other mammals, they are being wiped out faster than they can reproduce. And the next one is Bornean orangutan. Bornean orangutans are listed as critically endangered on the IUCN Red List of threatened species. Orangutan populations decline due to hunting, habitat loss and poaching. These causes have left the Bornean orangutan struggling to reproduce fast enough to make up for the fallen numbers. Proboscis monkey. The proboscis monkey is one of the most unusual looking monkeys in the world. This species can be found in Brunei, Indonesia and Malaysia, Sabah and Sarawak. According to the IUCN Red List, specific populations in Sarawak is estimated to be less than 1,000 proboscis monkeys and 6,000 in Sabah. The two key threats to the survival of the proboscis monkey are habitat destruction and poaching. Overall, proboscis monkeys numbers are decreasing today and the animals are classified as endangered. Bornean pygmy elephant. These pygmy elephants can only be found in Indonesia and East Malaysia. Borneo pygmy elephants are an endangered species and only an estimated 1,500 individuals remain in the wild. They also fall prey to hunting and poaching because of their small population size as well as habitat loss and fragmentation.
Significant to protect endangered wildlife in Malaysia. It is imperative to safeguard Malaysia's endangered species for a number of reasons, including ethical, economic and ecological ones. The following are some main justification for why Malaysian endangered species protection is important. First, conservation of biodiversity. Malaysia is a home to wide variety of flora and animals, many of which are unique to the country. By preserving biodiversity, endangered species protection contributes to the ecological equilibrium of ecosystem. Ecological stability. Every species has a distinct function in preserving environmental equilibrium. Critical ecosystem service may be lost and ecological instability may result from the extinction from one species that set off chain reaction that affect other species. Economic repercussion. The tourism industry is one of Malaysia's most important natural resources sector. Tourists are frequently drawn to areas endangered animal which boost the local economy. The tourism sector may be negatively impacted by the extinction of this animal. To solve the different issue and guarantee the long-term survival of this species, cooperation between government agencies, non-governmental organizations or NGO, local communities and the international community should be part of Malaysia's effort to safeguard endangered wildlife.
The effect of wildlife poaching in Malaysia protected area firstly is population reduction. One of the main causes of the population reduction of endangered species in Malaysia is the poaching of wildlife in this country protected area. Target eradication of individuals tampers with natural reproductive cycles, making it more difficult for the species to sustain sufficient population for long-term survival. Second effect is ecological imbalance. In protected region, poaching upset the fragile ecological balance. The elimination of natural predators brought about by the hunting of flyers increased the population of prey. This may result in an overall alteration in population dynamic and an unsustainable trend on ecosystem resources. Next effect is risk of extinction. Because animal hunting disrupts the natural ecology, lowers species population and degrades the environment, it raises the possibility of extinction in Malaysia protected area. Furthermore, these activities may damage rare or endangered species of plants and animals. Conserving biodiversity and preserving ecological health are the two fundamental goals of conservation area.
A diverse strategy is needed to combat wildlife poaching in Malaysian protected regions. Among the possible fixes are enhanced enforcement. Poachers can be discovered and apprehended by stepping up law enforcement operations, giving park rangers more resources and training, and using cutting-edge technology for monitoring. Community involvement. You can lessen the incentive for poaching by including the local population in conservation effort and offering them alternate sources of income. Raising public understanding of the value of protecting wildlife is essential. International cooperation. Sharing resources, intelligence, and information with nearby nations and international organizations can aid in the fight against transnational networks, the traffic in wildlife. Demand reduction. One way to address the underlying causes of poaching is to lower the demand of wildlife goods through advocacy, educational initiatives, and public awareness campaigns. Habitat protection. The long-term existence of endangered species depends on the preservation and restoration of their natural habitats. Legislation review. To enhance legal frameworks and address new threats and gaps, it is important to regularly review and update wildlife protection laws. Combining these strategies, it is necessary for an all-encompassing plan to prevent poaching of animals and protect endangered species in Malaysia. In conclusion, wild animals are priceless natural treasures because these species are one of the important animals in the balance of the natural ecosystem. Nowadays, they are very restricted to wild animals. Therefore, we should take proactive measures to restrict the sale of endangered wildlife and their organs through more effective laws and enforcement at the local and international levels. Greater public awareness, better law enforcement, and political will are needed to curb the illegal wildlife trade and over-exploitation of the country's natural resources. The authorities also need to ensure that there is more room in the effort to overcome this problem. In this effort, related agencies should use technology including the use of drones, remote sensing satellites, and camera traps to deal with illegal hunting and wildlife smuggling activities throughout the country. Preservation of biological diversity is everyone's responsibility. Extinction of wildlife species is a result of human activities. Extinction at a rate of 1% per year may not have a huge impact of humans, but it has a very negative impact on the balance of the ecosystem. The main focus of preservation and conservation should be given to animals and plants that are exposed to the threat of extinction. The government and society need to increase cooperation to reduce the risk of extinction of wildlife in Malaysia so that it can be enjoyed by future generations.